Hello lovely friends. So yesterday I was checking some tags on YouTube and I found that old tag from I believe 2 years ago by Chloe from Inner Whispers. It was 3x3x3 Divination Tag, which was based on the Witchy tag, and so I haven't done it ever, so I decided to do it, but I will add some more categories obviously, and I hope you will join, even if you've done it already. I'm sure things may have changed. So yeah, let's start with Lenormand. The first one is from Scarabeo. Lenormand Oracle cards. It's simply Lenormand without nothing about Oracle. It's simply gorgeous. It only has numbers, no card association, no poems or anything like that. The backs are also gorgeous. It's so nice. Cards are bigger than normal cards. Let's see. Yeah. A bit taller, but not too tall, not too big. You can use it for whatever you want. Images are clear and really gorgeous. I believe I forgot what's her name. There's one creator of decks on Etsy that I think used those images, so you might know it if you don't have this deck. Oh, and its creator obviously is unknown. Then Mystical, I can't remember. Probably Mystical Lenormand. It's Czech version, Czech edition. It's by Regula Elizabeth Fiechter, and that was one of my first decks, Lenormand decks, and I love it. I know some people say images are not too clear, there are too much things happening, but I simply adore it. Artwork is gorgeous, and I think if you're not in a super big hurry, you will see what is in the photo, in the picture. Oh yeah, oops, like that one. It's ring, even though it's small in the corner, but yeah, you see it's ring, and I love it. The backs are cute and neat. And obviously one of my top Lenormand deck, Media Lenormand by Klara Spalniska. It's gorgeous drawn with pencil decks. Images are super clear, obvious, you know what's what, you don't have to imagine. Yes, it's simply outstanding, and the backs are gorgeous, and Klara is working on the tarot, so let's hope it will be soon published. And obviously I had to add something more. It's I haven't worked with this deck, but I can't wait for it to come quickly enough. Obviously, Kelly's story in color Lenormand. It's such a great idea, and the paintings are simply gorgeous. I really can't wait to have it. So yeah, that's Lenormand. So now oracles. My first ever oracle, Spirit Oracle by Toni Carmine Salerno. And I really thought I will never get into oracles at that time. I just bought it because it was cheap used, and I thought, what the hell. And honestly, it's probably one of my most used decks ever. Even in the times I don't do readings, I often do one card draw with this deck. It's pictures are on one side and backs have message. And one thing I'm not super keen of, it's that some cards are horizontal, some cards are vertical. I'd rather have all cards vertical, but even that doesn't stop me from using this deck. The pictures are outstanding, colors are beautiful. Yes, it's amazing deck. And sometimes when I draw a card and I'm not very happy with the picture, and like I'm not always happy with having some religious motifs, Christian motifs, let's be precise. It still has amazing messages that I cherish. So yeah, I love this deck very dearly. And I believe it was the first or one of the first decks that Bleu, Blue Angel published. Okay, now one of the most outstanding artworks, Winged Enchantment Oracle by Lisa Hunt, and a book is written by Leslie Morrison. And honestly, let's start with the book, because that is one of the best Oracle companion books. Messages are written very beautifully, and the little poem on the bottom is always so inspiring. So this deck is really half of this deck is that messages from the companion. But the artwork, oh my god, let's just not say anything. Lisa Hunt is such an amazing artist. I'm speechless when I see her work. Yeah, it's simply amazing, and I love since it's about birds. I like adding my own symbology that I know about various birds, so it's really, really lovely deck. And that one was a big surprise. It's Oracle Bleu, who's Sylvie Breysse, maybe, Didier Doryan. It's a strange deck, I must say. It's strange. I thought I won't ever get it, but I saw a review of it, and card by card walkthrough of all cards. I was just falling in love, even without having it or reading more about it. It reads amazing. The messages are so clear and so precise. It's sometimes even like a bit Lenormandish. If you read Lenormand, that's a very clear message that is to the point. But on the other hand, you can also very often be inspired to have intuitional messages from it. It's really amazing. Oh yes, and bugs are in, and with enchantment, the coach is back also. Okay, so it's Oracle decks. Okay, now it's tarot time. So obviously the Fountain there. That was my first self-published deck. I won it on Instagram. It's gorgeous box, sturdy, with the magnetic flap, and one of the best guidebooks for tarot. The deck oh man, I just simply love this deck. Yeah. There's so much air and water in this deck. The pictures are so beautiful, so inspiring, very light. It's one of these decks that no matter what, I would have to have it again if I was would ever lose it or something. It's perfect for me, yeah. There's maybe one card that I'm not very keen of, but generally I can even work with that one card. Then, well, obviously, Mary L. Darrow. I'm sure everybody knows this thing. Either loves or hate it, I think. There's obviously a problem with Schiffer publishing, that some cards are very unevenly printed, borders are uneven, but for some reason I love those big black borders, and this deck is so powerful for me that I don't even mind those uneven borders. Normally I would chop them off, but yeah, it's simply such a powerful deck that I don't care. And it's not the deck I use very often. It's a deck for special occasions, and I don't do readings for others with this deck. Okay, and here is a little cheating. because as you can see I have 2 decks. But since I got Victorian Romantic, I use those decks together, so I treat them like a one deck. It's Bohemian Gothic with first edition, I believe, second, yeah, no, first, and Victorian Romantic, I believe the last, or the only, I can remember. And I have also the third edition of Bohemian Gothic, and I must say the first one is my go-to deck, go-to edition. There's something about this edition. It's a bit more gloomy, a bit more dark. But sometimes I also it seems a bit more realistic, maybe. The later editions sometimes have a bit more visible cuts, or I don't know. Anyway, either any edition, it's amazing and I strongly recommend it, but if you can, and obviously packs, if you can get this one, it's the best for me. And Victorian Romantic, honestly I thought this deck won't work for me. It's gorgeous, there are gorgeous paintings there, but something didn't speak to me, so I didn't have it on my wish list even. But one day I found it very cheaply and used, and just thought, what the hell I buy it. And that was great, a great thing to do. I love this, and really those decks work together so perfectly. If you have those decks, both of these decks, do try them, because it's amazing. So it's tarot. So that were 3 categories that Chloe used, but now we start with my categories. So those are 3 most surprising decks. Here's Swatojański Tarot by Ewa Francowa. It's inspired by Marseille deck, Marseille Tarot, but it's a new artwork. As you can see, it's basically Marseille, but when we go to the minors, you can see the minors are not deck. It's still not overly scenic, but there are something is happening here. And artwork is still inspired by Marseille, so it's very cohesive deck. It's not like someone just popped, not just added bonus of illustrated scenic minor arcana, but it's really well designed, well cut. Because it's lino cut, and yeah, I was very surprised to see that deck. Now let me think, because I again have Czech edition, mystical cuts or mystic cuts. I always forget which one. I will check and put in the description. But I'm sure you know this deck. But let's just stop for a minute about this edition. As I said, this is Czech edition, and see, beautiful hard box, great lining, nicely printed book, obviously in Czech, but I'm talking generally about edition. So it's a nice book that fits in the box. Cards are great quality, with gilded edges. They shuffle like magic. And can we just have all decks like that? Really? A Czech publishing house can do it, and Bleu and other major big companies can't find printer in China that have great quality, and they can't design box and book and everything to be so nicely done, really. But anyway, surprising deck. It is very surprising deck. I bought it because I have a friend for whom I sometimes do readings, and she loves cards, and I thought I will get this deck to have for readings with her. But this deck is so really amazingly thought out. It's not just silly pictures of cards or strange cards with heads of cards on people's bodies. Those are really very Rider-Waite pictures. When you see a picture, you don't have to even check the name. You know what it is. It's really fantastic deck, and I use it for myself. The last surprising deck is the Traveler's Tarot. It's the edition of Rider-Waite Smith from Rider Company. It's a mini deck, very mini deck, adorable, but it's so well printed. Look, it's so detailed. You can take a magnifying glass and check pictures, because it's so detailed, so beautifully printed. And honestly, I never thought I would fall in love with Rider-Waite Smith deck, but I simply adore it. You see how crisp lines are? Amazing. And the backs are... Oops. Focus. Yeah, and the backs are there. Check it. So here are my surprising decks. Now my favorite top 3 pip decks. So here it is. Gutenberg from Il Menegalo, and it is my most favorite colors for Marseille style deck. It's so beautiful. Those greens and those oranges and blues. It's so adorable. I love it. Yes, it's most certainly my favorite Marseille style deck. The backs are such. The only thing I don't like, it's the older edition from 1995 from Gello, sorry, and they are laminated, so they are foiled, and that doesn't suit that gorgeous old deck. But other than that, it's amazing. Also from Il Meneghello, Minciate Fiorentine, and that one isn't laminated, as you can see. It's Minciate, so it's there are more cards than in normal tarot. And it really feels like an old deck. And the pictures are so beautiful. The colors are amazing. It's such a perfect reproduction. So beautiful. Minciate Fiorentine. And my last addition to the collection, I really was surprised of this deck. It's Tarot Polski by, where's the alpha? Okay, let me see. I forgot what's her name, but where's the alpha? No, she's somewhere. Oh. Anna Ligero. Okay, it's very colorful deck. It's like graphic novel maybe. Minors are pips with astrological associations, and backgrounds are elemental association. And you can see, especially in majors, those. That is Cold Cut, Queen of Cups. You can see it's very cartoony, but it's, I really fell in love with this deck instantly. Magician. Unfortunately, it's hard to acquire. I managed to find it second hand, obviously. So cute. A bit old-fashioned maybe. Yes, so these are my pip decks. And there are 3 non-cards divination methods I love. So that is clear quartz, and I love scrying with it. I have probably the most powerful readings ever with this piece of quartz. I light some candles around it and then scry. It's amazing, and I strongly recommend, especially with this not so clear things in it. Then it's one of the most magical divination methods, geomancy. I fell in love with this method thanks to Kelly from the Truffin story and her geomancy class, and it's really probably the most magical of all methods. You can use a dice to cast. Here I have set of 4 dice. You can use divination sticks and have 2 sides. And last time I used ordinary sticks. That's really fun way, because you can forget your cards, go out, and you still be able to cast some reading. And last thing I don't have here, but it's tea leaf reading. It's so adorable, a bit old-fashioned, and I really feel like that fortune teller when I use tea for reading. The last category is the most used decks, and if you're following me on social media, you probably can guess what decks I will show you. Yes, my decks. I was tempted not to show them in this category, but for 3 or 4 months I was hardly using any decks. I wasn't reading with them at all, and since I've received those test sheets and cut them out, there wasn't a single day when I wasn't using them, so yeah, I had to. It's strange to tell about something that you created, but I really do love them, and I really use them every day, multiple times a day. So here's Tarot. It's kind of peepish deck, as you can see. The photographs aren't by me, with exceptions of maybe 2 or something like that, but it doesn't matter. Mostly the photos are about various people. I wanted to have multiple views on the world, but join them in cohesive decks, and I hope they are cohesive. Yes. Yes, as you can see, there are no people in Minor Arcana except for the chord cards, obviously. That one will be changed actually to other photograph. So this is Tarot. Here is Oracle. One day I will show the whole flip through, but today I was just wanted to show the most used decks. So not showing all cards. And Lenormand. Okay, so these are my, those are my top 3 most used decks, and I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you will join and do your own 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Let me tell you, walking several miles with bag full of decks wasn't the greatest idea. My poor back. Hope you liked it.